Hey everyone, in this tutorial we're going to take a look at how you can use the 3Dconnexion SpaceMouse with iClone 8 to enhance your workflow and navigate your project more efficiently. iClone 8 allows you to customize the hotkeys via the Hotkey Manager, with which you can access over 700 iClone features. I'm going to demonstrate how you can set up and use the 3Dconnexion SpaceMouse in combination with this feature in this video. Let's take a look at the basic settings first. To start, I'm going to head over to the 3Dconnexion official website to download the driver for our SpaceMouse. Under the software heading, you'll find a link under 3DXware 10. Just click Download Now and choose your platform, as always ensuring you have the latest version. The next step is to download the iClone hotkey presets for the SpaceMouse directly from the landing page. Once you have that, you can move on to the installation of 3DXware. You'll need to restart your PC after installing, and after that's done, you can unzip the iClone hotkey presets file. Within the folder, you'll find 3 presets that contain hotkeys and a how-to reference image. Next, you'll want to plug in your SpaceMouse device to a USB port on your PC. The driver will automatically detect the device, and a window will pop up with the default settings for the current application, which in this case is just desktop. 3DXware is context sensitive and will change based on the program you have active. Let's go ahead and open up iClone 8 now, and as mentioned, the target application will change to iClone. If you click on Buttons, it will bring up a window detailing the default hotkey settings for iClone 8. The default template is for animation editing, so you'll find a lot of hotkeys here related to animation. If the icon is blue, it indicates a long press of the hotkey. If you want to change the presets, you can click on More and then Import Settings. Here you can load one of the other included preset files. In this case, I'll choose the light one, which is used predominantly for when you want to set up your scene lighting. Notice that the hotkeys have all changed to be more relevant to a lighting workflow now. You can click on Restore Defaults here, or else load the default preset file in as well to return to the default settings. Let's take a look at an animation editing scenario to test out that hotkey template and navigate using the SpaceMouse. Navigation with the controller cap can take some getting used to, but there are options to help along the way. In Advanced Settings, you can find an option called Lock Horizon, which allows you to maintain a horizontal camera lock, which constrains the tilting of the camera. Pose editing is another area where the SpaceMouse can be useful. In the Motion Layer Editor, you can use the controller cap on the SpaceMouse to navigate different angles easily while simultaneously making tweaks and edits to bone positions for different body parts. This workflow can be incredibly quick and time-saving. If you want to customize the default settings, you can do so from within the Buttons section of 3DXware. The hotkey list here will correspond to the Hotkey Manager in iClone 8, which you can access from the Edit menu. In 3DXware, you can search for a feature name. In this case, I'm changing the 6 button on my SpaceMouse from Content Manager to Curve Editor. I can also go ahead and change Motion Puppet to Reach Target using the same process, and a couple more as well. Once you're satisfied with your custom settings, you can go ahead back to the main window and export them to use in the future. Okay, next let's talk about camera navigation, which is the one area where SpaceMouse really shines. You can use hotkeys to create cameras from your current perspective super easily, which is a process that would otherwise involve going up into the menus in iClone. In this case, a long press of the V3 hotkey allows us to create multiple linear cameras at different perspectives quickly and easily. You can also use the SpaceMouse to create and record excellent camera movement as well. iClone will record every keyframe while you are moving the camera with the SpaceMouse in playback mode. You can see it's nice and smooth. Once the camera movement is recorded, you can then select all of the keyframes and use the Curve Editor to optimize the result. In the Curve Editor, if you click and drag to select the entire timeline, you can then go up to Filter, then Optimize, and apply a keyframe optimization command, which will optimize the transform keyframes for the camera so they are much more manageable. You can see that the result is incredibly smooth, something that is nearly impossible to achieve with the traditional keyboard and mouse controls. Okay, finally let's touch on lighting and navigating the timeline. For the light setting workflow, you can see that there are hotkeys set to create a point light, and also for the Align To command, which is incredibly useful for aligning your newly created lights to objects in your scene, as you can see here. It may take a bit of practice, but you can see in this demonstration how quickly and easily you can use the SpaceMouse to navigate and alter keyframes in the timeline as well. That's it for this quick introduction to using the SpaceMouse from 3Dconnexion and iClone, a piece of hardware that's guaranteed to make your workflow more efficient. Don't forget to check back weekly for new videos on our YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next one.